game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Rip left. Go.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
2nd and 13. Gets it to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or.
54. I'm going to run you over. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On the handoff, this is Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 22, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll set up to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Yeah.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
You ready, Rick? You ready, Rick? Let's go.
Hey, Hayward. Now.
57.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hustle. Defense.
Here's Breida. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He finds his running back, Hyde. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Henry running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Marvin Jones. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Cousins going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Gun.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Johnson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I got you. Switch. Protein spell.
2nd and 1. And Sanders has got it complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-3. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. A first down carry for Henry. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Derrick Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
56 to 5.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Cousins to throw. He completes it to Henry. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Here's Cousins. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Hey, Steamer. Go ahead.
Now Cousins. Complete here. It's Hyde. Now we have Hyde still on the ground here. Staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. All right, now here we go. Hey, exit.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Got it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down, Baltimore.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Go now, 30 base.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Set 70, Indy.
I'm coming out to you. I'm coming out to you.
Hey! Now.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got.